Warmest greetings to all. On behalf of our group, we would like to welcome you to this meaningful and informative speech. I am John Balberia from Surigao City, and I am an incoming third-year nursing student alongside my group mates. The very purpose of why we are here today is we want to shed a light on what we think a global citizen should know, and that's global warming. Global warming is a real threat to us, and one way or another, it has affected us all. I, for once, have experienced the effects of global warming, with a super typhoon hitting the place where I lived back in December 2021. With this scary experience of mine, I was able to share the importance of realizing the effects of global warming. Hence, we as a group now believe that providing spotlight to this topic is important, as we, a global community, should work hand in hand in solving this concerning problem. Alongside my group mates, here is what we have to say regarding this topic, and we hope we have shared a meaningful insight with you all.
Good day everyone, I am Joe Verdes from N22. As a concerned citizen living on this planet, we all encountering different types and long-term of global crises. A message to all leaders and other organizations across the world that we want a fast and strong responses and to resolve the issues. To not only talk, but act. And also, it is very important to us that our concerns have been acknowledged. We only have this one world and one life. Working together as a whole is a great advantage to preserve and maintain the world. Just like on the WBCSD's statement, open quote, that it is time to harness our fears, build hope, and driven action to respond to the human health, economic, climate, and biodiversity crisis with solutions that build resilient societies on the long term, end quote.
Good day, I am Karil A. Alasta, and this is my message to all global leaders. Climate change is the defining crisis of our time, and it is happening even more quickly than we feared. But we are far from powerless in the face of this global threat. No corner of the globe is immune from the devastating consequences of climate change. Rising temperature are fueling environmental degradation, natural disasters, weather extremes, food and water insecurity, economic disruption, conflict, and terrorism. Sea levels are rising, the Arctic is melting, coral reefs are dying, oceans are acidifying, and forests are burning. It is clear that business as usual is not good enough. As the infinite cost of climate change reaches irreversible heights, now is the time for bold collective action. I am calling all world leaders to act and together face our problem. The climate emergency is a race we are losing, but it is a race we can win.
Global warming isn't a prediction, it is happening. I am Karel Amamapang, and I am calling out global leaders, act now. It's undeniable that human activities have produced atmospheric gases that trap more of the sun's energy in the Earth's system. Ice cores are being drawn up from the England, Antarctica, and mountain glaciers shows the response or the different changes in the greenhouse gas levels. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide are the primary drivers of the climate change. As of 2018, carbon dioxide in the atmosphere was 147% higher compared to pre-industrial levels. Methane was 259% higher, and nitrous oxide was 132% higher. According to the World Meteorological Organization, concentrations of these gases will continue to accumulate, locking in global warming for several decades. We are so ambitious to discover more planets to live, when in fact we are constantly hurting our very own planet Earth. As we are currently speaking, please listen. This is not just for me, not for you, and not for us, but it also includes hundreds of generations to come.
So I'm Rosa Nabiva. So this message is addressed to our global leaders. Climate change is a threat to millions of lives. If we want to reduce the effects of global warming, the things that cause it have to be addressed. Reduce the causes, reduce the effects. Given that the prevailing wisdom is that humans are changing the climate by human activities, the causes will essentially be the burning of fuels and the changing of the land. So governments need to do things that lower the use of fuels and changes to land, or provide incentive to businesses and the individuals to do so. Global leaders need to implement cohesive plans to change the surface of the planet and the usage of fuels to more likely how it used to be. If that happens, the effect will reduce.
The world now is in a great danger. People are abusing what we so-called our home. This time, I will stand and use my voice to make a change. Let us create an environment where we can live for today and for the future and generations to live. This is why I'm advocating this for the youth to be educated and learn about what they can do in order to prevent the worst from happening. Let's spread the information and encourage other people to do what is good for our own nature. Tell them not to be too blinded with the small details because these small details is already a huge part on the overall outcome. In this, we can lessen the chances of worsening this global warming and slowly bring back the home and ancestors used to live and protect. So taking this seriously is what we really needed. Let's make an action now before it's too late. Together for our so-called home, Earth.
Good day everyone, I'm Churchill Bubiga and today we're gonna talk about the global warming and climate change. So, the global warming and climate change are one of the biggest challenges we face in the current times. They serve as reminders of the necessities to maintain and intensify our fight alongside our Earth as well as to expand our movement by enlisting the help of as many people as possible who are eager to bring about a better world. The promotion of global warming is one of the aspects of this conflict. None of us can remain apathetic because global warming is a serious subject. Everyone needs to start speaking out for change. We don't have to be a professionals or have a case studies worth millions to use. The hundreds of activities people take each day to make up the solutions to combating of global warming and climate change. Although there are numerous instances, but they are rarely reach the news. To change that, we must all work together. In this group project, we initiated to call everyone's heart to participate in our advocacy, to take responsibility even though how small it is. As we all know, everything starts as small, and that small steps like planting trees or taking bicycle into work can take part to change our world. In order to make the world a better place, we must build a network of climate change activists to increase the awareness so that we can inspire other people to take responsibility and action gradually.
The world has evolved and everything changes. And in these changes, the one that affected the most is our environment, our nature, our home. I am Christy Alim and I'm here today to lend my voice and use this platform to tell a message to the world and to our world leaders. As a global citizen, I am advocating in making this world green again, conserving the environment by conserving water, natural resources, energy, electricity, and trees, engaging in environmental programs such as tree planting, waste management, environmental conservation, and sustainable agriculture that helps ensure a clean and green environment free for everyone. I am encouraging the world leaders to give importance regarding this issue as this will not just affect only one person, but it can affect everyone. To start mobilizing the individual, it is vital to mobilize and utilize programs that caters to the needs in making this movement available and accessible to everyone. As a responsible global citizen, we uplift to protect and take care of our nature. Responsible actions is a key factor in establishing a better and greener environment. Remember that this starts with you and ends with you.